Yeah, let's start.
Okay. First of all, thanks everyone for joining the meeting. Let's get started with intraday trading discussion. Okay, so before we get started, just I want to highlight certain things for the expectations which we are having for intraday. First of all, for intraday trading, the high weightage goes to psychology. Okay, it's more than 90%. Intraday is completely different than swing trading or investment. So where the psychology is not having much weightage, we we are having enough time to think and act accordingly. Even if we are wrong, at least we will be having some time to think about it, get it corrected, and plan accordingly. But intraday trading, you will not be having much time in the sense it's pretty fast. I will discuss all these steps. It's pretty fast. You have to act within few seconds. Okay, and it comes over time and experience. It's not a one day match that we can gain good experience knowledge in short time frame. It really takes a lot of time, patience. Okay. But most of the intraday trading weightage goes to trading psychology. We will not be able to discuss anything on the psychology part. For that, I am going to share few books. You can refer those. Those who are associated with any trading community, they will be having in-house psychologists. So they are helping us to rectify whenever we are having some psychological issues, and they are providing psychological trainings. Okay, so that we are not going to discuss anything on this. So what we are going to cover is the trading framework, what are the components associated with that, and how we can leverage those in our intraday trading. Okay, and different people will have different setup, and in intraday trading it's not like only one working setup. There are multiple ways. I'm getting echo. Uh,
Yeah, I am also getting echo. Maybe
if
those who are
other
not speaking go on.
right. Okay, so there are not only one working setup. There are multiple ways to trade. Okay, if particular one stock, if somebody is going long in the pullback, somebody can short the same stock, and both can be profitable. Okay, there are many ways to trade. So what I'm going to discuss is what setup is best working for me, and that doesn't mean that that will work for everyone, because different people will have different risk management. Different people are trading in different time frame. Okay, so it can be like the parameters might be different for different people. Okay, so I'll just go through my setup which is working best for me, and you guys can like modify the parameters as per your needs, as per your trading style. Okay, fine, so let's get started. um First of all, this remaining 5 to 10%, I have splitted with different components that we are going to discuss. First one is trading tool. Okay, so it's very important. If we are using a tool which is not capable enough for intraday trading, uh, it will be wasting of time and money. Okay, some people might use Robinhood, some people might use Think or Swim. Those are all not intraday trading platform. Okay, so there are some professional trading platforms. One of that is Dash Trader Pro, and some other community they will be using different tools, and there is a quite some charges for those tool. Okay, so it's always good to use better platform if you are planning to trade professionally. It's very much required. Trading platform is very much required. Okay, and obviously intraday speed, that is, it's required. Technical analysis, yes, charts and candlesticks, it's required, but in intraday trading, technical analysis is not so much required to know in order to perform well in intraday trading. Okay, yes, basic understanding everybody's having, it should be fine with intraday trading if we know basic candlestick patterns and all this stuff. Okay, Trade book. It's very much required. We should be having all the criteria defined in a trade book. I will share few details in this session. So what is our stock selection criteria? Entry, exit, partial, all the rules should be defined. Okay. And as part of intraday trader, it's mainly our job to define all the criteria and be in line with all the setups and rules which we are defining. And trust me, most of the people fails to follow the rules. Defining the rules, anybody can do that, but to follow the rules and setup, that is the biggest challenge. And this psychology, 90 to 95% comes when you will be dealing with all the emotions, like greed, feelings, okay, to fulfill all the trading setups and rules. And it comes over time. It really takes a lot of time to follow all the rules, all the setups, and trade only the A plus or A setup. Okay. So all the criteria has to be defined in the trade book that we'll discuss. I will share few my setup criteria which I have defined. Again, it might be different for different people. Different people will have different rules, different setups, which is absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm just sharing my setup so that you can take that as reference and modify the parameters as per your trading style and requirement. Trading journal. There are multiple trading journal. You can refer TradeView. There are some other trading journal as well, or you can do that in Excel, Word, that you can do that. But TraderView, these are all professional platform where you can have all the daily trades and they will provide a nice statistics where we are going wrong, what are things of improvement. You can have all the parameters and you can have all the analysis in TraderView. Similarly, there might be other platform as well. So anyway, indicators, what I'm using is all are exponential moving average, 8, 21, 34, 55. These are all defined from Fibonacci numbers. Okay. I'll discuss in detail how we are calculating those, like high plus low plus close divided by 3. This is the setup mainly I'm following. Somebody can use high plus close divided by 2, or there are multiple ways. But this is working best for me. So I'm using this for exponential moving average, 8, 21, 34, 55, and high plus low plus close divided by 3. Think or swim I'm using for to analyze the charts for swing trade or kind of long time trading or any kind of technical analysis. There also I'm using the same, but for intraday trading I'm using DashTrader Pro. I'll share some screenshots where I'm using these moving averages using pivot levels in the DashTrader Pro in order to get some good understanding on the pivot levels. What is pivot levels? For that, you can refer one book. There is a Pivot Boss. Okay, I will share those details. You can refer that book to have very good understanding on the pivot levels. Bookmap, I'm using Thinkorswim, DashTrader Pro. They don't support Bookmap. It's a purely intraday trading platform. So like I'm having multiple monitors. So couple of monitors I'm using for Bookmap and couple of I'm using for intraday charts, and a few more I'm using to like use the montage for DashTrader Pro and see the charts, analyze and trade accordingly. Okay. And order flow, obviously it's important. We'll discuss about that in detail. Order flow level 2 and all the like daily, weekly, previous day close, other important levels, how to define all the levels when doing the pre-market analysis. So we'll discuss about all this stuff in detail. I just summarize those what we are going to discuss in today's meeting and what are the important components of trading, intraday trading. So these are all just highlight of the intraday trading components. Okay. So I'm using Dash Trader Pro. Okay, this is called Montage. I just want to discuss a few components of that because these are all very much required for intraday trading, and we are every day we are dealing with all these numbers. Okay, so here you can see bid, right side you can see ask. Okay, so these are all immediate bids, immediate ask, and underline, these are all underline bids, and these are all underline ask. Okay, and here we can see the current trading volume for that underlying stock, and these are all MMIDs where where the stocks are trading. Okay, and these are all in lots. Okay, there are two ways: either you can see the share size, you can change in the montage to show up the share size here, or in lots. Usually in our trading community we are using lots. One lot is equals to 100 share. Okay, so here if you see 3 means 300 shares, 30 means 30 into 100 shares. Okay, and these are all underline bids, underline ask, and this is the spread, the difference between ask and bid. Okay, this will be the spread, is very much important. Okay, we'll discuss about that also in detail. Order config window. Here we are having all the numbers, how many quantity we are going to place order. Okay, and whether limit order or market order, we can use it here. Basically we are not using any of this. Everything we have programmed in the hotkey. Okay, so manually, like not using the sense manually, you are not going to place any order here. So everything is programmed in the hotkey. We'll share those details as well. Okay, because intraday trading is super fast. We will not be having 1 or 2 seconds extra time to enter those, manually place the order. No, 1 or 2 seconds also matters a lot. Everything is programmed in the hotkey. We are using those hotkey to execute entry, exit, or partials. Everything is programmed in the hotkey. Okay, so
Sudeepa, just
yes.
What does this hotkey means?
Hotkey in the sense I'm using Stream Deck. They're having multiple keys. Each and every key is programmed to execute those orders.
Those are
Okay,
shortcuts, okay? Those are shortcuts for buy and
exactly.
sell,
Yeah,
F1, F2.
right. So it's a shortcut. Like we want to, if you want to buy some share, if you want to sell some shares, partials, move the stop loss to break even. These are all shortcuts and programmed in a particular key. So you just press that key and it's already programmed to perform that particular actions. We'll discuss. I have those hotkey and all the informations I'll share. Okay. These all just highlights, and I'll discuss in detail for each and every component. Okay.
Okay.
So this one is a moving average, as I mentioned before. In the Dash Trader Pro, we are using exponential moving average and 8, 21, 34, 55, high plus, low plus, close divided by 3, exponential. These are all mainly moving average I'm using, and there are some other components like pivot points, then moving average pair, view app, price. These are all basic components we are using, but main thing to consider is moving average and pivot points. Okay, so these are all pivot points. Okay, in order to get in-depth understanding, refer Pivot Boss. I will share the book details. Okay, so these are all like R1, R2, R3, R4, R1 to R6. Okay, these are all pivot levels. We can consider those as support or resistance. Again, S1 to S6, these are all again we can consider as support and support or resistance. There are multiple strategies based on these pivot levels. Those you can get it from the Pivot Boss view. I will share today. Okay, so how it is getting calculated, again you have to refer the Pivot Boss. So how they are calculating these pivot levels, but these are all very important levels in the intraday trading. Okay, so sometimes what we can do is, if there is a narrow pivot range, Okay, so for a narrow pivot range, we can expect a wild movement if we see any stock which is having pivot range narrow. I have some screenshots, I'll share that as well. So there you can expect a wild movement, either upside breakout or downside breakout. Okay, and there are sometimes we can see there are reversals from R3 to S3 reversals, or S3 to R3 reversals. Okay, that also one strategy we can play. Okay, and not only that, like pivot, there are multiple ways to trade. There are so many people, they are trading based on the pivot strategies. You can refer that book to get some more understanding, but my strategy, it's not purely based on the pivot levels, but I am using a different strategy. So that is I just want to focus on my strategy. But for to get some more understanding and what are the different types of strategies we can play, refer that pivot boss. Okay, this book I have shared from Amazon, you can refer that, and there are some videos that also you can refer this channel to get some good understanding on pivot boss. Think or Swim, I'm using for bookmap. These screenshots already I have shared in the group chat. You can refer those screenshots. What are the like parameters I'm using for bookmap? Okay, so candlestick I'm not using. I don't want to make it complicated. Just using as simple as possible. Intraday trading is better to use as less indicator as possible to make it simple, because it's very time consuming things. You have to think and act in very short time frame. So we will not be having capability to analyze multiple indicators and trade accordingly. Nobody does it. You check it out with any prop trading firm, any professional trader, hardly few indicators they will be using it, because to be honest, our brain is not capable to process so many instructions in very short time, or I would say in fraction of time. Okay, make it simple as possible. You can trade nicely. Okay, if you use multiple indicators, it's very difficult to analyze in just few seconds, or even sometimes you will not have 1 second also to think. Okay, so multiple indicators is wasting of time. I don't prefer to use. In fact, in my community also they are teaching the same thing. Don't use multiple indicators. Use as simple as possible. Okay, hardly few indicators I'm using. I'll show that. This book map I feel is very interesting. I have a lot of strategy based on this book map that also I'll share. So I started using it, and these are all my screenshots from the setup. You can refer that, and you can, if you are using book map, you can configure based on this setup. Okay. Okay, trade book. So I'll come to the strategy. What the strategy I'm using? So as I mentioned, moving average, I'm using 13, 21, 34, 55, all exponential, high plus, low plus, close divided by 3. And these are all fib numbers. Okay. My setup is completely based on the harmonious chart. So what does it mean by harmonious chart? Okay, so I'm before that, I'm using time frames like 1, 2, 5, 15, 30, and 60 minute. Okay. These are the time frames, like whatever charts I'm trading in multiple monitors, I should be having all the charts open for 1, 2, 5, 15, 30, and 60 minute charts. Okay, to analyze and trade. Okay. Maybe people will not, some people will not be comfortable to use multiple charts. They might be using 1, 2, 5, 15, 30, or different time frames charts people will be using, but I am comfortable to use those charts 1, 2, 5, 15, 30, and 60 minute chart. Okay, and my strategies are developed based on that. So whatever strategy, like whatever the stocks I'm trading, everything is based on the harmonious chart. Okay, so that means harmonious chart in major time frames 15, 30, and 60, price action follows the trend after open. Okay, that means particular stock, either it will trade above all the moving average or below all the moving average, and this moving average will move without touching each other, and it will be like will move in a certain distance with each other. Okay, let me show you one screenshot. Yeah, this is harmonious chart. Okay, if you see all the moving average, it's not touching each other. It's a short setup. Okay, and these moving averages are moving without touching each other. Price action, this is for short setup. This price action is trading below all the moving average. Okay, and if you see in major time frames like 5, 15, 30, I'm not talking about 1 and 2. 1 and 2 minute chart mainly I'm using for entry and exit. But to take strategic decisions, I'm referring higher time frame, 5, 15, 30, 60-minute chart. And when I'm talking about a harmonious chart, all the moving averages which I mentioned, it should move without touching each other, and it should have certain distance with each other in major time frames. Let's say 15, 30, 60, or preferably 5-minute chart as well. Okay. And for
Sudip,
short
one
setup,
question.
yes. Yep.
At the start of the open, do you directly take the trade, or I mean, for the moving average to develop it takes time, right? So is it like that for this strategy, uh, opening of the uh, opening of the stock is not advisable? I mean, you must trade after 2-3 hours or something like that. Is that
Okay.
correct?
So for entry, exit, and partial criteria, I have separate slide. We'll discuss on that.
Mhm.
Before that, I just want to show my setup, how it
Okay,
works.
how it
Then,
looks like.
yeah, how it looks like and what are the components of that. And for the taking trade, entry, exit criteria, I'll discuss in detail. Okay,
Okay,
that
yeah.
we'll discuss in subsequent slides. So here, moving averages, if you see 30-minute chart, it's moving without touching each other. 5-minute chart, let's see if I have other time frame RIVN. Yeah, okay, 15-minute chart also, if you see, it's moving without touching each other. And 1 and 2-minute chart also, it's moving without touching each other. Okay, preferably 5, 15, 30, and 60-minute chart I will refer. For harmonious chart, if you see the same pattern in 1, 2, that is a bonus, I can say. But just to like have some understanding what is harmonious chart, it will move without touching each other in most of the time frames, especially in major time frames, 5, 15, 30, and 60-minute chart. Okay, this is for short setup. This is for 55-minute 55 EMA, and this is for the, I think, 5 or 8, 13, 8, I have not mentioned. Okay, that will be the 8 moving average. Okay, so this is for the short setup, and long setup order will be different. Okay, and the order, it will be same. Okay, it will be same, like above it will come from 55, 34, 21, 13. Okay, and 8. Okay, it will come like that order, and this is a VWAP. Okay, for short setup, I will expect price to trade below all the moving averages and below the VWAP. And for the long setup, the order will be reversed. I'll show that chart as well. But what I mean to say is, I will, like when I'm doing the pre-market analysis to select the stock, I will check whatever the stock I'm going to pick for my intraday trading. Those are all trading as per the this harmonious chart or not. Okay, so this is for short setup, and order has to be same for most of the major time frames for short setup, and for the same for the long setup. Okay, so 3 types of pattern I'm using. One is harmonious chart, another one is rejections, and another one is reversal. Okay, so harmonious chart, this is the ideal setup. I would say A plus setup. We are actually categorizing all the setup to A plus and A setup. So whichever stock is following all the moving averages, like harmonious chart in major time frame, those I will consider as A plus setup to trade. And there are some reversal setup, rejection setup. I will discuss about those as well. Those are all I'm considering for A setup. Okay. So harmonious chart in major time frame, 15, 30, and 60 price action follows the trend after open, creating higher high for long setup, or higher low for short setup, 15, 30, and 60-minute chart after open and follow the trend. Trade above 5, 15, or let's say 15, 30, or 60-minute chart candle high and VWAP for long setup. It should trade above all the moving averages, and moving average should be in order for long setup, and price it should trade above VWAP, and for short setup it will trade below the moving average and below the VWAP. Okay. Rejection setup. Okay, so sometimes what happens, like when trading, it's here, if you see, it directly came down and following the trend. Okay, moving average is its ideal setup. Sometimes, or most of the times, it will not be like that. So price at open, it might go up, it will get rejected at an important level, come back down. Okay, that is what another setup I have defined. Rejections. Okay. It will, again, it has to be harmonious chart. Moving average should be in order in the major time frame. Rejections at important level in daily, or not only daily, actually, it might be in weekly chart or some other important levels. We'll discuss about those in detail as well. So creating higher high or higher low in 15, 30, and 60-minute chart after open, after rejections, then follow the trend. Elevated volume after rejections. What happens? Let's say if it is going up, getting rejected at certain point, if you see the order flow or time and sales, it will get rejected immediately. Okay. If you see the rejections, it'll go up, it'll get rejected, it'll come back down immediately. Okay. That is one important things we can note it. Like there might be some sellers at some important levels. Okay. Because of that, it's getting rejected. Okay, you can see sharp rejections at important level come back down. Okay, that is what actually I want to mention here. Elevated volume after rejections. So that time you can see the volume spike when it's getting rejected. Then for like same setup for long, it will be 15, 30-minute candle. It should create a higher high in that candle and trade above VWAP, and it should create higher low in 15 and 30-minute chart, and it should trade below VWAP. Okay. Lower time frame, LTF lower time frame moving averages may not be in sync with higher time frame, which causes price to move in reverse directions at open, then rejections at important daily level. So here, if you see 1 and 2-minute chart also in sync with other higher time frames, but always it will not be like that. So 1 and 2-minute chart, it will be in different order at open. It might take some time, or even 5-minute chart also, it will be in different order. It might take some time to form and form the pattern for moving harmonious chart and move accordingly. Okay. So that is why here I have mentioned mainly major time frames, 15, 30, and 60-minute chart, or preferably 5-minute chart, but 1 and 2-minute chart mainly I'm not considering for taking any strategic decisions. Okay. This is for rejections. This is for reversal setup. Okay. Reversal setup is harmonious chart in major time frames. After open, price get rejected at important daily level and reverse. MA and EMA crossover happened. Reverse in major time frame. Okay. I'll share some screenshot for reversal as well. So rejections at important daily level create higher high or higher lower low in 15, 30, and 60-minute chart. Yep. Okay. So creating higher high or lower low in 15, 30, and 60-minute chart after open and in pre-market. Then 1, 2, and 5-minute chart EMA crossover. Price should close above or below all EMA in 5, 15-minute chart after open, or preferably higher time frame, I would say. If it is a reversal, then either it will create a higher high or higher low in higher time frame, 15, 30-minute chart, or preferably 60-minute chart as well. Okay. Price should trade above or below VWAP based on long or short setup. Good possibility of hammer creations in 5, 15, 30, 60-minute chart, along with engulfing candle in pre-market in higher time frame. Okay. Then elevated volume on reversal. in this setup, moves usually will be crazy as per action. As per action, reverse more likely people will get. In this setup, moves usually will be crazy as per price action. Reverse more likely people will get stopped out, and that would provide a good move. We'll see that in some example. Price should close above or below 55 EMA in 5, 15, 13, 60-minute chart for long and short setup in pre-market. Okay. This one we discuss. This one RIVN we discuss. Okay, RIVN 60-minute chart. So if it is a harmonious chart, A plus setup, we can expect a higher high or higher low. Okay, after open. So 15-minute chart, see pre-market candle 15-minute. This one is a pre-market 15-minute close. It's creating a new low from the 15-minute chart. Okay, then 30-minute chart also, it's creating a new low from the 30-minute chart. 60-minute chart also, it's creating a new low the 60-minute chart. So when it's creating a lower low after open following the harmonious chart, that is one criteria. We can get short here and we can cover accordingly. So there are few more criteria which I'm defining why we are going short. First of all, any stock I'm selecting, that will be based on the harmonious chart. Okay, and that should follow all these criteria. Okay, then I will select that stock for my trading, and I am referring 5 to 6 stocks because if you want to refer more stocks, you need to have multiple monitors. Okay, so currently I'm using total 4, like 332 and 134 size and 2 portable monitors. Okay, that is more than enough for me to analyze those charts and refer during open. Okay, 5 to 6 stocks to refer is more than enough, not more than that. Okay, so this one again for harmonious chart A plus setup. And yep, so first of all, I'm selecting the stocks based on the harmonious chart, creating lower low, lower high after market open in major time frames, 60, 15 and 30-minute chart. And if you see the book map, all are bids. Okay, lower bidding. Okay, so definitely we can expect we can, like I can mention, like we can validate the price action based on these lower bids. Okay, these are all cause and this is the actions. Okay, I would say effect. Okay, so these are all lower bid, these causing the price action to move down. They are all bidding lowers. Okay, if you see my book map setup here in this one, I have changed the pointer to here, and in the next slide, if you see, if I change it here, these are all noise. Okay, these are all like a lot of, you can see a lot of bid, lot of ask. These are all very low numbers. I don't refer those major. I prefer to go with the major market participants instead of referring these small numbers. Okay, these are all lower ask, lower bid. Okay, but these are all not having much impact to the price actions. Here you see a lot of ask, right? Why price is not going up? Okay, why price is following these large bid? Okay, so it's good to refer always the large numbers. Okay, those are all causing the price action to move. These are all cause. Okay, and price action is just effect of those higher bids or higher ask. Okay, so I'm that is why I moved the pointer to here. I'm not referring this on just for like showing you guys. I have taken a screenshot. These are all noise. I'll prefer to filter out all the noise. Okay, so here if you see, it's a lot cleaner. Here I don't prefer to see all the blue um, numbers. Mainly I will go with all the red, yellow and orange. Okay, these are all very high numbers. Okay, when it started trading, here it's going up, but there are no major ask. Okay, so if there are not much ask, expect price action to drop. Okay, eventually happened. It follows the trend. Here if you see, there was a huge ask, it went up to consume the orders, consumed, came back down, and these are low numbers. These are very high numbers. Why it's not going up? These are all very huge numbers. These are all in lots. Okay, huge number. So that is why I will not expect price action to consume these orders unless until there are very high bids down here. You guys know, right? Why if it is bidding means people are buying, then why is price is going down? Ask people are selling, why price will go up? Okay, the concept behind that is, let's say you want to buy something. Okay, you want to buy a property. Okay, somebody is selling at 300K. Somebody is selling at 400K. Somebody is selling at 500K. Same property. Which price you will prefer to buy? Definitely 300K. If somebody is selling at 200K, you will be prefer to buy the same property at 200K. As simple as that. Bidding, you'll if you want to bid, you will be bidding lower, right? To buy the same quality product. You definitely, nobody will be interested to pay higher price. These guys are bidding lower. Okay, these guys are bidding lower, so price action is coming down. Okay, if there are multiple ask means somebody wants to sell the stock. Obviously, if somebody is selling, they will be try to sell at higher price. If I have to sell something, I will try to sell as much as high possible. Okay, there are multiple people. Let's say 500K one people are selling, another 600K, another 700K. When like people are having high demand at higher price, market will go up. Okay, so eventually there are a lot of ask selling at higher price, market will tend to go up to consume those orders. Okay, so here ask, see, plank, not much major market participants, but these are all bids. Okay, these are all bids, so they are bidding lower, so obviously price will try to go lower.
So
It's not. Yep.
let's say if moving average are moving nicely, but bid and ask both are at the, I mean, bid is at the downside and ask is at the upside. Use
Okay.
ask and use bid. In that case, do you take trade?
Okay, it's a good point. So first of all, I will select the stock where either it will have higher lower bid or higher ask, not both. If you see any stock where bids and ask both are on strong side, I will expect price to be choppy. I will avoid that stock. Okay, and if you refer this setup, harmonious chart, mostly maximum majority of the participants, if it is a short setup, you will see the lower bid. If it is a long setup, you will see higher bid, higher ask, but not both. Okay, these will filter out those criteria where you will be having both higher bid and lower bid and higher ask, both the side. So if you filter out any stock which is having harmonious chart, you will filter out all the noise. Okay, so here I will expect price action to come down and see the lower bid, not higher ask. Okay, because price is trading below all the moving averages in major time frame. So if people are asking for higher price, they also knows very well price is not going to reverse in order to consume their order. Okay, so why to place the order which will not get executed? Rather, they will prefer to go with the market participants where the price action is moving. Okay, so these are all resistance. If price action has to reverse, that is a different setup. I'll talk about it. These are all resistance. Price action has to cross all these resistance and go up. Okay, and that is for these setup, it's not possible. It's likely possible. Here, price, if you see moving average, it's moving down, right? And if you see here, moving average gap, it's small, but here if you see the gap between the moving average, that means it's downside. I will expect downside movement. Okay, if it is getting extended from the VWAP, I will expect to bounce back towards VWAP, get rejected, come back down. If moving averages are in line with in all the time frames, major time frames, I would say. Okay, so I will not expect to have both bid and ask in this setup. But if you see the higher bid and lower bid and higher ask in certain charts, I will prefer to avoid, because that is going to be a choppy price actions. I have some example in that. I'll share that. Okay, so here it's a plus setup. I will expect only the lower bid, not the higher ask, because if you see, it's all harmonious chart in major time frame. So I'll expect to price action to come down with lower bid. Okay, this one for long side. See the moving averages again. It will be in reverse order, as I mentioned. It will be in the higher, like 55 moving average to 13. And it will move without touching each other in majority of the time frame, 5, 30, see 15-minute chart. Okay, so it at opened, it just came back down to consume some orders, get rejected in the R3, and then move back up. Okay, but in line in major time frames, 15-minute, 5-minute, 30, and 60-minute also. Okay, again, it's an example of harmonious chart for long setup. Okay, and if you refer here, BA daily chart, it's trading above the previous day close. Okay, and going 30-minute chart, if you see, it's creating higher high on 30-minute chart. In one of the criteria I mentioned, engulfing candle, right? So 5-minute chart, see, it's creating engulfing. Then 60-minute chart, 15-minute chart also, it's creating higher high. 60-minute chart also, it's creating higher high. Okay, so these are all one indicators where you can see at open it's creating higher high, higher low, or lower high, lower low for short setup, and this is for long setup. Okay, and elevated volume, if you see, it's creating, see that I told you, right? At open, it's creating like it's elevated volume, increasing volume. Okay, and 2-minute chart also, you see good amount of volume. In 5-minute chart, if you see, good amount of volume at open. So this is causing the price action to move. I don't have what is called book map for these, because I have taken quite long back, 2021. Okay, I was not having book map that time. Okay, so this is for long setup, harmonious chart. Again, it has to be in the order high to low. Okay, and it should trade above VWAP, and in majority of the time frame it should be in this order. Okay, so this is for harmonious chart, and this is for reversal setup. Okay, so one of the setup I mentioned, right? Reversal setup. So in that, what happens? Reversal setup, this is AMD. Okay, see here, 60-minute chart, moving average, it's all in line. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so in 60-minute chart, see all the moving averages, it's moving, it's a pre-market. Okay, all the moving averages are moving without touching each other. 15-minute chart, moving averages here, it's moving, but there was a little bit of crossover. But if you see 30-minute chart, 60, where is 30-minute chart? AMD 30-minute chart. Okay, so here also, if you see moving averages, it's moving without touching each other. So why I'm why I'm picking any stock where the moving averages are moving without touching each other? Moving average crossover is different, but if you see any stock which is having moving averages overlapping in the pre-market, that is going to provide choppy price actions. I have some slides, I will show that. But in this one, even though if it is like in long setup, price action should go up, but still it's going down, I'm considering that as a setup. I'll share the reason for that. But this is, I'm considering as reversal setup, and moving averages in the pre-market, either it will have proper crossover and move without touching each other, or else it should move without touching each other. If there is like overlapping, I will expect price action to be choppy. Okay, that is why I'm picking any stock where moving averages are moving without touching each other in the pre-market. Either is a long setup, short setup, or reversal setup. Okay, here in the lower time frame, it got reversed in the pre-market, which is fine. But majority of the time frame, if you see 15 minute, then 30-minute and 60-minute chart, it's moving without touching each other. Okay, at open, it went back up, got rejected at certain level, came back down. Okay. And if you see the daily level, this 103.26, this is a very important and significant level in daily intraday trading. These levels are very important, either daily level or weekly level. Find out, we need to, like, at the pre-market, when we are analyzing the like stocks, while selecting the stocks, first of all, based on the these moving average, we'll select the stock based on the harmonious chart, and also we'll define the levels. Okay, because we know at open, price action is going to respect those level. Here, if you see 103.26, a very important levels. So how many times got rejected? It's long time, rejections. Here. Okay, at the same time, here it came back down also, 103.26. See 103.26. Okay. This one, I was tracking this stock on that day, but I traded some other stock. But it was one of the like selected stock for that day. Okay, so here it's a reversal setup. It coming down below 30-minute chart, below 60-minute trading, below 60-minute chart, and it's dropping below this important level. Okay, this is 103.26. Okay, whenever you will see any stock which is trading at important level, it's good to refer that stock. And again, volume is definitely required at the open. It should have a very good volume, good order flow, good price action, and either it will be a harmonious chart, A plus setup, or reversal setup, which I'm considering as A setup. Okay, so here went back up, got rejected certain level, came back down below this 103.26 level. Okay, and this moving average is trading below all the moving average, and it started trading below 30-minute chart, started trading below 60-minute chart. And if you see in weekly chart also, it's playing a major role at this level, 103.26. Okay, got multiple rejections at that level. And if you see book map, here also see high lower bid, high bid here. Okay, it came back down. Okay, don't see much ask. Okay, so again,
Sudipta,
yep.
can this bid act as a support, or it
Yeah,
can?
why not? There is a
I
good
mean,
possibility it might act as a support. Okay,
because
come back
the
down.
absorption might happen, right? Like
Yeah,
there,
definitely.
if there are no
Definitely.
aggressive seller, then
See here, it came back down. Okay,
yeah.
and it consumed quite few. This is around 905. Let's see if I have 905. No, 855. Okay, sorry. This screenshot I have taken. It opening time is 8:30, but Dash Trader Pro working on Eastern time zone. It 9:30 it opens. So 9:05. That means 10:05. Okay. See, at this point it's getting extended from view app. Definitely, I will expect a pullback. It came back towards pullback, and it came back towards view app. And if you see here, after the absorptions, not much bid, so it started consuming these small orders, went back up to consume this order. Okay, then again probably came back down. Okay, there were not much on the ask side, so it came back
But
down.
let's say if the price is at 102 in
Hmm.
the bookmap screenshot,
Hmm.
then what are the criteria? Like it can go to the 103 also, right? So I mean, uh, when you decide to exit the trade and when you see the reversal, is there any criteria for that?
Okay, so in that case, what I'm doing is, if you go short here, you can book profit. Okay, but here, if you see the book map, majority of the participants was here. Okay, I should have taken screenshot below that. So if there are not much market participants below these 130, there is a possibility of reversal. That is one criteria. Second thing is, if it is getting extended from view app, definitely will expect a pullback. Okay, it came down all the way here, and in this 5 minute, if you see this candle, it's unable to create lower high. Or if you see lower time frame, all this creating lower high here. This, it's holding this level. This line actually I captured from the daily. Okay, it's holding this level, and 5-minute chart also, it's unable to create another low. It started creating higher high. Okay, that will be a like clear exit signal. Okay, and if since it is getting extended from VWAP, you can exit here. You can wait for the pullback, and if there is any other rejections at VWAP, you can probably take another entry. Okay, here it came back down, 5-minute chart, unable to create new low here, started creating higher high, higher low. Okay, went back up, got rejected at VWAP, again come back down. But and again, if you see the book map, it went up to 102. See, it is around near 102, right? Why it went to 102, and how do I know that it will go to this level? That is, from this you can easily make it out. If it is going up, it can go up to this level. Okay, after that you don't see much orders. There might be some orders at the upside, but in the as part of book map study, what I learned is whichever order is nearby, it will get executed there. Let's say here you see a large bid, right? Here might be it's having large ask. Okay, but there are certain bids which is nearby. A price will try to consume those order which is nearby. Okay, see here, this order is much larger, but it's a bit far from VWAP. Maybe market makers are not ready for the price action to move to that level. Usually when it is getting extended from the VWAP, it will try to come to the VWAP, consume the orders, come back down. That is what most of the times it's happening. Okay, so it's a reversal again. If it has to reverse, these are all it will act as a resistance. Okay, moving average crossover need to happen in 5, 15, 30. So I don't see any crossover. Moving average is still coming down. Okay, so that is why it went back up towards VWAP, got rejected, again came back down. Again, you can take that as entry. But here, as you ask, once it will start creating a higher high, higher low, probably you can exit. Here, all are lower low. Okay, this is enough actually. If you be here till this, that is also still enough. It's not like you have to capture the entire move. Okay, I'm trading from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. After 9, my office meeting will start. So all the strategies purely based on first 30 minutes of trading. Okay, I will no way be available after 9 o'clock. So after that, like after here 9:30 to 10, I will be available. After that, whatever market is doing, I will not bother about it. Okay, so there are multiple traders in our community. They are doing trend trading. So they will enter at the open and they will hold it for a few hours. They are from different time zone. Okay, they are working from Russia and some other country. They are working. Okay, so they will be having enough time to trade for a longer time. Okay, but my setup is purely based on 30 minutes. So whatever I capture the move, I will just enter, make profit, and that's it. I will exit within 30 minutes. Okay, I will not bother about it. But for in your case, if you have time, you can hold till you see the lower high, and all the majority of the orders are getting consumed. And again, you don't have to capture the entire move because it's very difficult to get the entire move. Like if you can be here till this, you'll get a really nice profit, because intraday trading 20-30 cents move also, it's a lot. It's really a lot to make good profit. Okay, fine. So if you see here, started creating higher low, higher high, then you can probably plan to exit. Or if you have a nice entry here, wait for pullback, rejections at VWAP, and add to the positions, and again write the movement. That also you can do it. Okay, so again, these are all noise. I will try to avoid. I'm not using this filter. Just to show you, I have added. Okay, these are all not making any contributions to the price action movement. So only the major contributions are these red and orange and yellow. These are all high numbers. I'll prefer to see those numbers, okay, rather than seeing all the blue. Okay, so this one, my recent trade, this is again a reversal. It's not a kind of reversal, but in major time frame, if you see, it's a like harmonious chart.
Rita, can I just interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, sure.
So can you just go back to AMD if it's possible? And we had a market reversal yesterday from 100 to 101 to all the way up to 107. How that moved ahead, and how do you identify a higher trend, like within higher higher lows and then keep going?
See the overall market. SPY also was moving up. Okay, SPY, SSO. If you see, those are also move up. So we'll expect other inline stocks will provide some good movement. Okay, and here it was holding this level. Here rejections, it came back down, got rejected, and it's holding this level. Okay, and if any breakout above this point, okay, can provide a good movement. If you see at this level 104, there are multiple rejections at this level. Okay, if any price actions with a large volume trading above 104, with the overall market moving upside, definitely we'll expect a good movement. So price action, if it is moving up above 104 and with a good volume price actions, and again harmonious chart in all time frame, definitely we'll expect a good movement along with overall market if it is going towards that side. Otherwise, let's say if AMD is moving up because of some kind of news, that is a different things. But if overall market is bullish, moving up, definitely we'll expect inline stocks also to go up. Okay.
So, for example, on Monday market opens and then 108 acts as a resistance, then you have a chance to possibility they're going to go down a little bit before finding a support at 104.
If there is a resistance at 109, 108, definitely it might go up, got rejected, because these are all larger time frame short sellers. Okay, maybe they shorted here, they will try to add to their positions, and it might act as resistance as well. Okay, so like my strategy will be based on the opening range breakout. Okay, I will not wait for a price action to go up, get rejected, reversal is different setup. Okay, there are people, they will trade these reversals. It might go up to 108, might get rejected and provide reversals, people will start trading that. But my strategy is purely based on opening range. Okay, at market open I will trade. Okay, I will not wait for this reversal because first 30 minutes is my trading criteria. So I will trade at the open, whichever fits in my criteria, I will pick the stock and I will start trading. So I will not wait for this 109 to get rejected. If it is like opening price at 109 got rejected at certain level, and if it is trading all the below all the moving averages, below VWAP, fitting my criteria and book map, I will definitely trade that. Okay.
And
So,
Yep.
and yeah, so
so
what
quick question. So this is only for spot, right? No derivatives, futures or options.
Only I'm talking about stocks, equity.
Cash. Okay.
Only stocks.
Okay.
No
Cash market. Okay.
There are people in our community, they are trading in options also using these
Yeah, I'm just surprised to options too. I don't do stocks. I do only options. So
Okay.
the same price actions usually works, as you says, 20, 30 cents. I don't even wait for 20, 20 cents. 10 cents is what I
Yes,
target.
definitely options. You can buy like a lot, right? One lot, 100 shares. So 10 cents also will give really decent profit. In stocks also.
Yes.
Like and Andrew Aziz, he's the owner of the Bear Bull Trader community. He's trading a huge size, 100, 200, 500K. Okay, so 10, 20 cents also, you will make really lot of profit. Okay, but we are retailers. We are not trading in that account size. Okay, we'll enter with a small size. 20, 30 cents, it's pretty enough to make good profit. That's it.
Manoj, do you do option buying or selling? What do you
Selling. Selling.
Huh? Selling.
Out of
Yeah,
I only do
option.
like 10% selling, but I always buy option calls.
So there are the things, right? If it is a volatile day, if mostly in the last 6 months, day to day there are some news, CPI, jobless data, Fed meetings, FOMC. So on those days, you will expect market to be so much volatility. After 2 o'clock, it moves in one side. Before 2, it moves in the other side. So
Agreed.
those
Yeah.
days, if you do intraday, you'll have to, if you're going on short, right, before 1:30, 1 o'clock, when the FOMC meeting happens at 2. You will close everything. 2 o'clock, the market finds the bottom once they do all their shit, and it moves after exactly after retracement of what the downside move is. So if you're selling call credit spread, close it at 1 o'clock. Go in the bull put, close it at 3:30, and you will be good.
Okay.
On the days where the market volatility will be very high, the FOMC, CPI,
Yeah,
all
it
those data will
happens.
come around 8:30 in the morning sometimes.
It
So
happens actually.
Thursday we have CPI, and Wednesday I think we have some jobless data or something. So
Okay.
those 2 days you can see the market will be. You see the reversal, Sujit, the reversal from the bottom. All those things are liquidity grabbing that happens on the high volatility days.
Yeah.
And when the Nasdaq moves, right? Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Google,
Mm-hmm.
it takes entire S&P with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, what I'm doing, like just opening range breakout, like I take the 5-minute candle and I try to buy above the 5-minute candle and try to sell at the low end
So
of the
yesterday there was some PMI data. Market opened at 1% down, and it rallied 2.5% from
Right.
there.
Yeah.
It opened at like 14139.
Yeah.
It went up 100 points. S&P went up 100 points.
It moved well yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday
2.5%.
only. Yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday.
Hmm.
Mm.
So you need to be really keeping your stop loss in place.
Yeah. So exit the profit. First, if you book 2 or 3 profits, right? End of the day will be in the green.
Yeah.
First 2-3 trades, $200, you make $500. No matter what, the day will end in the green. But if
And
the first trade goes in the selling side, if you sell something and if the first trade goes against you, you will end up firefighting till the end of the day.
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Sudipta, how much risk to reward do you aim generally?
Okay. So that I will cover as part of the hotkey. Let me talk about that. Okay. So here,
one
what
question
I'm
before that. Sorry,
Hmm.
one question before that. When you guys say opening range breakout, do you just talk about one candle, or you see previous day, including today's day candle, a range?
we'll consider both. Okay. So opening range breakout usually, as I mentioned, like if it is creating a higher high or higher low in 30 minutes, if you see that this is a pre-market candle, okay, it's creating a higher high from the 30-minute chart. If you see 15 minutes, it's creating a higher high. Okay. It's a high, right? It's a high and it's a close. So if you see, it's creating a higher high from the 15-minute chart. It's creating a higher high from the 30-minute chart and 60-minute chart also. I'll be having it. Okay. So once it's creating a higher high or higher high, higher low, that we can consider as like breakout from that, and considering again all the moving averages and then book map. Okay. So in this it's a reversal. Okay, a reversal in the 15-minute 5-minute chart, and if you see 30-minute chart, it's a kind of moving averages intact. It's a long setup, right? So it's creating a higher high. So I have entered here. Okay. And I have taken entry not only based on this chart. I saw these large orders. See here 445. Okay, I'll share one interesting things here. 445 was I saw a large order. I have entered here. Then I have taken a partial. Then again, in the pullback, I have added. Okay. I was trying to close most of the positions at 445. See, 445, if you studied level 2, in that, what we learned is these are all large market participants. Okay. First in, first out. Those who have entered long back, their orders will get executed. But as part of intraday trading, what I observe, if I place order as 445, sometimes what will happen, it will go up, it will execute their order, and it will come back down without executing my order. It happens most of the times. I don't know which like channel they are using, to execute their order, but their orders, these are all market makers, large market participants, institutional sellers. Okay, so their orders will get executed pretty smooth. But if we place 445, I'm not telling every time it will happen, but sometimes it will go up. You will see 445 order is getting executed in time and sells, and in level 2 you will see, but without executing my order, it will come back down. So what I started doing, I'm just placing order a few cents below that. See here, it's not 445 actually. Okay, it's 444.90 or 95. I forgot the order value, but I placed that order, got executed. But if I place order at 445, that's it, it'll never get executed. Or not, I will not say never get executed, but sometimes it happens. It'll go up, it'll not execute my order, come back down. So I started placing orders just below few cents. Okay, instead of 445, I placed at 440, 488 or 90, 95, like that, at least 8 to 10 cents below the large participants. Okay, that is what I learned in level 2. Always be with the large market participants, but few cents above or below those large orders in order to get executed smoothly. Okay, so entered
So,
here.
Sudipta,
Mm.
yeah, Sudipta. So I use IBKR in Canada,
Okay.
right? So there is an option to flip the position. So once, let's suppose you put it at 445 and it is reversing from 4 whatever. If you find, let's know, right, at this point, you know that 445 is never going to hit. You can flip the position from long to short.
I can do that. But
Yeah.
as I mentioned here, like 30
So
minutes
your
might
roll position
criteria.
from long, it becomes short, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So we can flip the positions definitely.
Mm.
It's not like a long. You can book profit here, and if you see there are no large market participants, easily you can short it here and ride the momentum. But why I'm not doing it? I can trade only first 30 minutes. After that, I have to shut down my system and move to my office desk. Okay, so all the strategies based on 8:30 to 9 o'clock. After that, I am not eligible to trade. So that's why I don't bother about if it is going long, short, or whatever market is doing. I'll close my positions and I'll leave for the day. Okay, so you can, if you want, definitely you can reverse your positions and ride the momentum. You can do that because if you see here, multiple tops it's creating, and there are downside orders. So especially there is a possibility it will get executed at 440 also. You can short it here and you can ride this momentum. That you can do it. Okay, these are all few examples, large orders, large ask. So definitely you can refer those. It's NVIDIA, and this one for Apple. Don't see much actions here, only large bid. Okay, so definitely came back down to consume this order. These are the main reason I love to use bookmap, because bookmap you can see what is happening inside, why the price action is coming down because of these orders. And these orders you cannot see in the level 2. Level 2, hardly few orders will be there, but most of the things will be hidden. Okay, so bookmap, it's clear, you can easily see, you can spot those large market participants and you can plan your trade accordingly. Okay, so this one, okay, I was talking about overlapping of the moving averages, right? See, higher time frame, 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, there is no particular pattern, right? It's overlapping with each other. So this kind of stock, definitely I will try to avoid. Whenever I'll see these overlapping moving averages, see the price actions. Can you trade these? It's no way tradable. It's super choppy. Right, so I'll try to avoid this kind of stocks where it's having overlapping moving averages in higher time frame or lower time frame. Okay, completely avoid those stock. And this one, Tesla, was a reversal setup. 30-minute chart, it's reversed. It's going pretty well. So here, if you see, it's started trading above previous day close, open. These are all very important levels. And 30-minute chart, if you see, it started creating higher high and started reversing. Okay, and I was talking about narrow pivot range, right? This is a narrow pivot range. See this pivot range, see this one, see the width of the pivot range, and here it's just narrow. Okay, so as part of pivot, if you read that Pivot Boss book, there he has explained, if there is a narrow pivot range, and there is a possibility of wild movement. Okay, here it started creating higher high, large volume. Okay, see the volume spike, move up, and then started trading above R6. Okay, we can expect a really good movement if there is a narrow pivot range.
So Sudipta, so in this case, the Tesla, right, 2 minute move,
Hmm.
it trended one way. Sometimes carrying this position for extra 1 day or 2 day will give
That's
more
not
profit,
intraday.
right? Do
That's
you
not
close
intraday.
all the time, or
Intraday means you have to close
that's
all the
fine?
positions.
Intraday, I understood. As
Hmm.
long as you are not in a margin account, you can carry the position for a day or two, right? Extra. So
We
why
Yes,
do I want to close a trending position, strong trending position?
you can. Why not? Definitely. That's completely depends on your strategy. It says it will be a swing trade. Okay. Today you can enter. If you're expecting is still further movement, hold it for 1 or 2 days. Absolutely fine.
Hmm.
Nobody's going to stop you. But as part of intraday, we have to close everything on that day. That is called like intraday only, right?
Hmm.
But for
Okay.
you can plan your trade, swing trade, or you can hold it for a couple of weeks. Absolutely fine.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
completely your own strategy. You can. Okay.
Right.
So I was talking about the hotkeys, right? So these are the hotkeys. I'm here. I'm using Stream Deck. Here, these are all like risk I'm taking. $135, 8063, 36, or you can plan whatever you want. These are all risk I'm taking. Okay. So what does it mean? In the hotkey, what it will do? Let's say I'm taking entry here. Okay. In the hotkey, what it will do? It's all programmed based on this strategy. So here, let's say I have stop loss here. I will double click here. I'll press the hotkey to go long. So it will calculate this distance. Okay. What is the stop loss? And calculate this distance, and whatever I have mentioned the limit, like $135 max. Risk. Okay, so it will take that amount of risk and it will return the number of shares I'm eligible to take based on the risk. Okay, so in the hotkey, in this hotkey, if I press that 63, it will, if I press 63, like double click, let's say if I double click here, and if I click on 63, it will take $63 risk. It will take this distance, from this distance to this point, and it will return the number of shares I'm eligible. Okay, and then I can take partials based on these 10%, 20, 30%, 50%. I can take partials. Okay, as soon as I will take first partial, as like it's as per thumb rule, I should move the stop loss to break even. Again, this hotkey will calculate accordingly. So if I press 10%, sell 10%, it will move the stop loss to break even, and it will sell 10%. Once it's going in my directions, I can book partials accordingly. I take partials at 20%. Sometimes if I see large market participants, I will take 50%, 70 or 80%. And if I see it's not moving as per my expectations, I will close all the positions. Okay. So these are all hotkeys I'm using in the Stream Deck to take the risk, a fixed amount of risk, calculate the distance, return the number of shares, and take the partials. As soon as I will take first partials, move the stop loss to break even, and then I'll start taking partials 20, 30, 50%, 70, 80%. And once I want to close all the positions, I'll close all the positions here. Same thing for short. Okay, I'll take this amount of risk, these partials, like partials in the sense I'll cover the positions 10, 20, 30, 40%, 70, 80%, and then close all the positions. And this is for move the stop loss to break even. Stream Deck, I'm very much comfortable to use because all the keys are programmed with these hotkeys. Okay, so again, this is applicable only for Dash Trader Pro. So just double click here. Like if I want to take a positions here, I will double click here. I'll press the hotkey for long. I'll go long, and I'll start taking partials here. Again, if I want to add it here, double click here. Then enter it here. Again, write the momentum. If I want to close at certain point, I can click on that button. It will close all the positions after first partials, move the stop loss to break even. Okay. These are all hotkeys, and this risk management, again, risk management is completely different topic altogether. If you refer that casino, what is that? Trade like a casino. Okay, so there they have explained how we can, like, what is the business model of a stock market, and how we can, what amount of risk we can take. Like, if I take 1 hour risk, I will expect to profit 2 hour. Okay, 1 hour could be any number. Okay, I'm not going to the number. Let's say you are taking 200, 300, $400, 500, whatever number it may be. But 1 hour risk, if I'm taking, I will expect to move or book a profit 2 hour. Let's say I have 4 trades. Okay, or let's say I have 3 trade. Okay, 2 trade loser, 1 trade winner. 1 trade I lost 1 hour. Another trade I lost 1 hour, 2 hour. Second trade I made a profit of minimum 2 hour, 2 hour. Still I will be green. Okay. 3 out of 3 trade, 2 trade is a loser. It's like how much percentage? I think 60 or 70% loser. And then 1 trade I'm winner. I made a profit of 2 or 3, 4 hour. Still I'll be profitable. Okay. So how much you are losing, that definitely it should come from the risk management. 1 hour per trade. If you are unnecessarily adding to the positions at open, doesn't make any sense. We are not sure, right? At anything can happen at any point of time. It might go reverse as well. If you are losing 1 hour, that's fine. Look for other opportunity. Okay. If it is going in your favor, book some partials, like here I did. See here, I entered 2 minute chart. I entered here, book some partials, again pull back, add it here, again went make some profit. This one was my break even. I got stopped out here, but it was a green trade. Though I have not captured the long entire movement, but this small amount, I actually saw this number. That is why I was interested to go with Nvidia to like trade this one. Okay, so risk management definitely is important. Those are all I have not discussed here. Is a huge things, how we are how much amount of risk we are taking, and how we calculate number of shares. It's all actually everything is defined. Okay, so hotkey there, it's taking care of everything. Okay, so whatever like I have strategy, everything is defined here. Okay, so based on the number of amount risk, it will throw the number of shares, and accordingly I can write the momentum, book partials, and then like book after first partials, move to break even if it is like if you are making 1 hour or whatever, after first partials we should move the stop loss to break even. If it is going against us, it's better to get stopped out, and then again look for another opportunity, a different stock or same stock, look for better entry, enter again, make a trade. It's no point of holding to the losing positions or adding to the losing positions. Those are all no way possible. Okay, so from the day one itself, just need to fit in our mind, not holding to the losing positions, not adding to the losing positions. Whatever the rules, that's it. We have to follow the rules, no other options. Okay, it's good for us only. Like driving also, we are following the rules, right? If we break the rules, we know the consequence. Trading also, if we break the rules, we have to face the consequence. Follow the rules. Whatever we are defining, different people will have different risk management, different rules. Definitely we have to follow the rules, define your own criteria, and trade only the setup. Okay, I'm also making a lot of mistakes at sometimes, but trying to trade only my setup. Okay, nothing else. Here, these are all, it's a reversal setup, though it was a choppy at this point, but it was a reversal setup. Enter, make some, and close all the positions. I have just only 30 minutes of trading, so I cannot wait for 30, 40 or 1 hour to find out a better entry. That will not work out for me, but it's not applicable for everybody. You guys can find out a better opportunity to trade. Like here, if it is a breakout strategy, here you can write the momentum, or you can go short here, or you can go short here. The different time zone, different people are trading, right? So define your own criteria and trade accordingly. Okay, so hotkeys. Okay, level 2. It's already 10 o'clock. Okay, level 2. I'll just cover few things here. Okay, so level 2 is very much important. Okay, so I have noted few points like spot buyers and sellers and get in front of them. Buyers and sellers in the sense I'm talking about the large market participants. Okay, that already you have seen in the book map. Okay, so always good to go with large market participants. They are moving the price actions. Okay, so I filter out all the blue orders, right? I showed you in the book map. So I prefer to go with large market participants. Follow the big money, get out if the big money stops. Green prints traded on the offer, red prints traded on the bid, white prints in between. Okay, prints first, it's very important. I'll come to this point. Prints slow, we'll avoid. Notice if offer steps down and gets taken quickly, means there is a demand at that price. Notice if bid steps up and gets taken quickly, means there is a supply at that price. Okay, I'll go with this. Okay, so this one, I think one recording. Yep. Yeah, I'll play this recording. I'll show you. So here at the beginning I mentioned, right, order flow, it has to be first. Okay, if there's a slow order flow, I will avoid that stock even if it is following my strategy. Okay, this order flow, if you see, it's super slow. Okay, it's very, very, very slow. I'll prefer to avoid this kind of stock where it's having very slow order flow. Okay, I will show you the another one. Tesla. See that? This one, my recent entry here, I shorted here, booked some profit, then got stopped out, added back, then I just made some more. See the order flow, it's super fast. Okay, we prefer to go with the stock where it's bit fast, not bit, it's super fast. Okay, if the order flow is very slow, we have to avoid that. We have to go with the order flow which is pretty fast. Okay, and this one I have taken screenshot.
One question here, which website or where we can able to see the order flows?
This one I'm using Dash Trader Pro. Okay, for intraday trading. I have taken screenshot and video from the Dash Trader Pro. This is purely for intraday trading platform. That is why initially I mentioned Think or Swim or those things. What is that? Mobile app we are using, right? Robinhood. Those are all not for intraday. For intraday, there are a few specific platforms. We need to use those only. Okay, Dash Trader Pro, and there are some other platforms, different people are using it, but this is for Dash Trader Pro I'm using here. This is for montage. This is for time and sales. We can see all the orders, and this is montage level 2. Okay, so I have taken screenshot to show you these large numbers. Okay, in the montage you can see in the level 2, these are all large ask. Okay, I will expect the price action to move up. That is why this was my harmonious chart setup. I entered here, then I saw some pullback, again went long but did not book profit because I saw some large numbers. Here also I've added, came pullback, got rejections at VWAP, added back, and this I was waiting for these large numbers. Okay, that's why I placed order here, and I have, yep. So no, I don't have the screenshot from that. Okay, so entered here, pullback, again I placed order here because I saw some large numbers here. So in the level 2, if you know how to analyze the level 2, there you can see all these large numbers here. See, 7700, these are all lots. Okay, these are all huge numbers. Okay, these are huge numbers. And level 2, it's a huge subject actually. It's not a small thing. So how, like, people, they are doing a lot of manipulations on level 2. Okay, there will be a lot of no intention to fill orders. They will place a lot of large orders. As soon as it will reach there, they will close their positions without executing the order. So there will be a lot of hidden orders. Okay, hidden orders you will not be able to see in the montage, but in the time and sales you will be able to see all the orders getting executed. There, here nobody can hide it, but here there is a high chance people will hide their orders. But you will see all the orders are getting executed here. These hidden orders you cannot see. That's why I started using what is that, Bookmap. In Bookmap you can see all the orders. Okay, and based on that you can plan it out. But here I think this is quite some time back, few months back I've taken this screenshot. I have to find out 15, I don't know. Okay, so here, in level 2, here you see a lot of large orders, right? But it's not necessary that you will be able to see all the time all these orders. Okay, if you see, it's well and good. Either large ask, large bid. Based on that, you can plan your trade. Okay, how fast order flow, and how fast the time and sales, and these green prints. Again, in green prints, there are two categories. Two category I have. One, if it is a very large orders, okay, very large orders, that will be light green. If it is large orders, it will be green ask. If you see bunch of green prints that is coming from the ask, okay, that means expected price to go up, because it's getting executed, and how fast it's consuming this order. Like if you see 939, if there is an order at 942 and it's get consumed super fast within less than a second, that means there is a high supply at that price. Okay, there is a huge possibility it might price might go at that level. Okay, and considering all these level 2. Okay, and if you see large bid, it comes back down and gets taken quickly, and that means expected price action to move down, because its price it tends towards that large bid. Okay, and there are a lot of things in the level 2, so we will not have that much of time to discuss. I'll suggest to go through some kind of videos level 2 from Udemy. I have found one Udemy material. It's very interesting and it's very good for level 2. Or in YouTube also you can find out some videos on level 2. Level 2 is very much required. Level 2 and time and sales, how it works, it's very much required to know as part of intraday trading. Okay, so see here, this is again 151. It's a large lot. Okay, at 436, 436. So I was holding that positions to execute to that level. Okay, I think that's it. I like level 2, and there are a lot of things. The intraday is not a small thing, it's a huge. I was trying to cover as much as possible in this 1 hour. Because level 2 I started analyzing long back, and it's having huge, actually not a small things, but I prefer to refer bookmap than level 2, because a lot of orders will be hidden, man, so it's very difficult to find out those orders. And since I have very limited time, I cannot spend so much of time to analyze level 2. Rather than, I prefer to go with bookmap, easily to see, is a visualize. You can easily visualize what is happening right here. Easily you can see what is going to happen with seeing this order. It's pretty simple. So I prefer to go with bookmap, not referring level too much, and bookmap is working pretty well for me. That's it from my side.
So for this, like intraday trading, like for like doing unlimited trading, is there is any minimum requirement of deposit capital?
25K is a minimum amount you need to maintain in the intraday trading account as per US government trading rule. Okay, not below 25K. Below 25K, you will be considered as pattern day trader, PDT. There is a PDT rule. I think 3 or 4 trades within 5 working days you can make. But intraday, it should not be any limited. So you once you enter, partials is 1 trade. Again, you are adding in the pullback, that is another trade. Again, booking partials is another trade. Okay, it will be like 20-30 trades in a day. Or anyways, might be 5-10 trades in a day. So as per the US government rule, you should have at least 25K in your account in order to qualify for intraday trading.
Okay. And like say for example, say the market was like kind of up because job report. So like any way where we can able to get all this, like get this information in advance,
What
anything like
information?
job report,
News. Yeah.
or Fed
There is a
rate.
lot of. Yep, definitely. There is a lot of websites. They will publish all the market events. You can refer those. Usually in our community, what happens in the pre-market starts from 7:30 to 8 o'clock CST time. In that time frame, they are analyzing all the news associated, they have a scanner. In the scanner, whatever the stocks comes, plus they discuss all the news events which are going to impact to the market. So it's good to definitely refer all those, because based on those
Because I used to watch this marketwatch.com, but all the news will be coming like after the happens. So like I'm just looking for any site
I
that
have it. You
have
can
very good.
tradingterminal.com, refer that. That is
Which one?
from tradingterminal.com. That is from
Okay.
our community. They will publish, I think, all the news events for fundamental analysis, technical analysis. It's a free platform. You can refer that. Let me.
Okay.
Why there is space? There should not be any space. Okay. Refer that.
Tradingterminal.com. Okay.
Trading terminal.
Sudipta, which stock generally do you trade?
I have few selected stocks like Neo, Apple, AMD, Baba, Tesla, and AAL, CCL. These are all stocks usually I refer. Nvidia. These are all stocks usually I refer almost every day, and whichever stocks fitting in my criteria, I trade those.
And
I actually have a scanner as well for these harmonious chart. Scanner, again, sometimes it will show up some stocks, but it will not have that much of volume. Volume is also one of the criteria, right? I will expect stock to have at least 400, 500K volume in the pre-market. And after open also, price actions and spread also, it has to be low. You know, right? Bid to ask spread. Uh, here, if you see this bid to ask spread, if it is having high spread, there will be a huge slippage. I will prefer to avoid those stock. Okay, any stock which is having low spread and good order flow, I mean, I'll prefer to trade those. Again, it has to fit into those criteria, harmonious chart and all the other things. And in bookmap also, it needs to have proper like either bid or ask. But if it is having both the side strong bid and ask, I will definitely avoid those kind of stock. Like here, if you see, not this one. I showed you one, right? So based on my criteria, whatever stock fits into that, out of those 5 or 6 stocks, I will prefer to trade. And apart from that, there will be some stocks like RIVN and this kind of stocks. I'll watch those. BA also. Sometimes whenever it will have good volume and it will have good order flow, I can refer those as well. RIVN was having some news, so I was watching, but I already entered into other stock. That is why I did not traded those.
I think in our group, most of the people are looking for a swing trading or maybe some
Yeah, I
holding
know.
term stock. Like I think so.
Yeah.
Then I mean, you can suggest some long-term holding and other stock also to benefit them. That is also there. But
Yeah.
this is really good learning.
Yeah, intraday trading, to be very honest, it's not for everyone, okay? Because different people will have different, they will work from different time zone, different criteria. Intraday trading, you need to be completely dedicated for that time, and it mostly in psychology. It's whatever I have discussed, it just 10 to 5% weightage.
Yeah.
Remaining 95% comes from psychology, and that is a major chunk, okay? And most of the people fails in the psychology, okay, and that's the honest part. I'm associated with this community almost from 2 to 3 years. I see a lot of discussions going on, and we have in-house psychologists. They are also giving some trainings. Whatever I've heard from them, most of the people fails in the psychology. It's very difficult to follow the rules because people will get easily like attracted for the large orders. They will place some orders and without any proper risk management. It happens for everyone, including me as well, okay? And
Yeah.
it takes time to follow all the rules and follow the setups. It takes time.
Yeah. To improve the psychology, like what you did, I mean, to improve your psychology.
I have referred few books. Where is those? I read a lot of books on the psychology. Okay. Here I
Which is your favorite one?
Britt Steenberger. He's having a really nice book. Okay, you can refer that book, and another book from this guy, Trading the Zone by Mark Douglas. Okay,
Yeah,
he was one of
nice.
the best trading psychologists in YouTube. Also, I am unable to find out the slide. Okay, I'll share that. So he's having nice video in the YouTube, Mark Douglas, and you can refer his book, Trading in the Zone. And Britt Steenberger also is having nice book that you can refer. Then Mike Belafure, he is from SMB Capital. He's having also a couple of books that you can refer from our trading community. Mike and Andrew, they are also having some psychology book that you can refer. But I will give first preference to Britt Steenberger. He's one of the best psychologists in the current right now. And
You can
this
share the book link in the group.
I will.
Yeah.
I have saved somewhere in one of the slides. I'm unable to find out anyway. Might be got deleted. Some video links and some slides I shared. Okay, I'll find out and I'll share those. Okay. You can refer those materials.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, nothing from my side.
And one more thing, like, do you like involve in forex also? Forex trading?
I think Sujit, he's champion in.
No, I am not in forex. I'm in cryptocurrency trading,
Okay,
not in forex.
okay.
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 Okay, thanks, Sudipta. It was really good session. I will upload this on YouTube. Like I'll share the link as a maybe private link, and then
Yeah, sure. That's better.
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Sudipta. Bye.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.